everyone, this is Dr. Becky here. Today, I want to talk to you about how we talk to ourselves. I'm wondering how many of you have said something like, I don't know how to do that. I really don't understand. I'm just not capable. That is just not something I know how to do. We often don't even think about what we're saying. We just say it, assuming that it's somehow the truth. But here's the thing. It is not the truth. It actually is just where you happen to be right now. But there is one word that can change all of that yet. Let's try it out. I'm not good at this yet. I don't know how to do this yet. I haven't figured this out yet. Do you feel the possibilities of just saying that word? It truly is transformative. And it's not just about thinking positive. It's backed by science. Psychologist Dr. Carol Dweck studied the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, I'm either good at it or I'm not. A growth mindset, on the other hand, says, you know what? I can learn how to do this. I'm going to figure it out, even if it takes me a long time. The brain listens to what you have to say to it. So if you have a fixed mindset and you say you can't do something, guess what? It's not going to try. But if you have a growth mindset and you say that you will learn and you're capable of doing something, your brain will immediately start to work for you and figure out how to make it happen. So let's talk a little bit more about the power of yep. First, how about the athlete that could not win? Well, that would be Michael Jordan, one of the greatest players of all time. He was actually cut from his basketball team. Imagine if he had said the words, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. But instead, he said, I'm not good enough yet. And of course, the rest is history. Or how about the leader who didn't have any skills yet? That would be Oprah Winfrey, because she was actually fired from her position as a news anchor because she was told that she wasn't fit for television. Of course, instead she said, I may not be where I want to be yet. I may not be able to do this yet. And what happened? She is now one of the most influential leaders in the world. One last example I'd love to give you is about an innovator who wasn't very capable yet. That would be Thomas Edison, with over 1,000 failures at trying to create the light bulb. Thomas Edison didn't give up. He said, I haven't learned to do it yet. But every time I've tried, I've learned what not to do. As we start to apply this new mindset to our lives, it can be empowering. I'm going to give you 8 little techniques on how to help you do that. First of all, always remember that small wins create momentum, like a ball rolling down the hill, or I should say a snowball picking up speed as it grows. Our brain loves small wins because success is not just one big leap. That is not how our brains learn, in fact. But they do learn with a series of small, consistent steps and knowledge. So our brains love progress. So since our brain loves progress, that's a sign that we should celebrate every step that we take, no matter how small. And second, thanks to the wonderful neuroplasticity of our brain, it is always changing and growing. And the more we challenge it, the more it grows. You are literally building intelligence every single time that you practice. And thirdly, remember what most athletes know, that growth often comes in the stretch zone. That's right. Sometimes we need to stretch ourselves out of that comfort zone in order to truly grow. So, fourth, lean into those challenges. They are proof that you have the ability to grow. When I went to graduate school, I was very intimidated by learning how to do math. I was so afraid of math. I stopped taking math after middle school. So starting to take math again in college decades later was very hard. But I had to tell myself I may not know how to do it yet, but I am going to learn. And it took lots of coaching and lots of help and many supporters and much time in the math lab. But I learned that I could learn, and that was empowering. And I want you to do the same thing. And along the way, I experienced a few setbacks. So that's my next step here. Remember that setbacks are just setting you up for a comeback. You may have to work harder and you may have to lean into it more, but you can make a comeback. Look for those people who can support you and have a growth mindset. As I did this, I really surrounded myself with people that could help, wonderful support systems. I couldn't do this on my own, but with their help and their belief, I was able to do it. So lastly, stop saying, I can't do this. Instead, say, I can't do this yet. Let your mind be your GPS. If you believe it's possible, you can make it happen. Let it guide you there. My last challenge for you today is to take the yet challenge. I want you to take action now. So write down a thought that is limiting you right now, whatever that might be. And then write it down again and put the word yet after it. And think of one small step that you can do. Even if you might not feel like you're there yet, what is one small action that you can take today? You are more capable than you realize. Your potential can truly be limitless. Just as those great examples that I shared with you with people who said, I might not be able to do it yet. They took action. So I want you to take that one limiting belief and transform it. And as you do so, you will see the transformation happen. In fact, I'm pretty sure that your future self is cheering you on right now. And maybe there's somebody else who we can cheer on. So if you found this helpful, please send it to somebody else who could benefit from it. We want to help all we can to let them know the power that they have. Thank you so much for joining me. And just remember, of course, you matter, so your mind matters. You have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.